Next up, we have Keesa V. Johnson. Keesa is a second-year master's student in the Integrative Design program and a graduate candidate at the Penny Stamp School of Art and Design, where she has been studying the wicked problem of equity and access in food systems. A fun fact about Keesa is that she has a fascination with the smell of good soil. Take it away, Keesa.
Oh, it is pleasant to know that in color, form, and features, I am related to the first successful tillers of the soil, to the people who taught the world agriculture. That's Frederick Douglass, 1873. My acknowledgments before I begin is to my indigenous people. This work takes place on the three Fire Confederacy lands, and my work that I do aspires to include the awareness of these obligations to these communities. To Black people, African Americans, my work is for those who have survived so that we can someday resist and overcome. And to the beautiful ones who have not yet been born, here's a story. And to everyone else, if I am not for myself, who will be for me? But if I'm only for myself, what am I? So today I say goodbye to the continuous nightmares of the 20th century, where everything has been designed and housed in what we know as industrial complex systems. Now in this time, history will help me, it would help us create a new blueprint to a new system. So who wants to see this change? Who wants to be this change? And who stands with me? Because right now as a society, we are moving from a very dangerous world of a single story to a pluriverse of many stories, many people, where culture fertilizes culture. And a deep lesson that I've learned through my internship is that there is no culture without agriculture. And that's from Baba Ordine R. Tariq, and that's a saying within D-Town Farm. So what is food justice for the 21st century? Here's my story. The summer of 2020, I accepted wholeheartedly the responsibility of being an urban agriculture intern through a partnership with the University of Michigan Sustainable Food Initiative, the Campus Farm, where I'm the acting D&I manager, and D-Town and Oakland Avenue during COVID-19 pandemic. Racism and COVID-19 have unraveled the disparities in myriad ways with our health, education, economic, and political systems, as well as heightened the many contradictions in our food systems. Who's ready to change this with me? The goal of my internship shifted due to the time, so I was now focused using my design and my design research abilities to assist in the development and the implementation of a community-driven online marketplace, which is currently called D-Town and Oakland Avenue Marketplace. D-Town Farm is a 7-acre organic farm located in Rouge Park, which is Detroit's largest park in the city. They have over 30 different fruits and vegetables and herbs that are sold at their farm stand and to wholesale customers. It's a majestic place to be. And Oakland Avenue Urban Farm is the nation's first agricultural urban landscape and is located in Detroit's North End. And if you know anything about the North End, you know that it is known for the richness of its soil. They grow organic foods and they offer lines of products such as Afro jams and jellies, sweet sticky thing honey and hibiscus cooler, as well as the fresh farms that they make. So what was I here to learn from these Black agrarians? Such a different time to embark on understanding about urban farming with two very different farming personalities, but yet they shared similar ideology. Community building is an integral part of their mission, and both were created out the need to have healthy and sustainable food for the city of Detroit residents. And the work is about meeting the need and getting the job done of growing culturally appropriate food. And we know that 80% of the food stores offer unhealthy food choices, which is a major key to health inequity and collective healing of what goes on in our body. The struggle for food justice has to be tied to the struggle of economic justice. So as a designer, how do I serve the needs in my community? My focus was to practice food justice, not as a noun, food justice as a verb, food justice as a process, food justice defined as a process whereby communities most impacted and exploited by our current corporate controlled extractive agriculture system shifts power to reshape, redefine, and provide indigenous community-based solutions to accessing and controlling food that is humanizing, fair, healthy, accessible, racially equitable, environmentally sound, and just. Food justice is what every community-driven agriculture practices should be. And so with my data collection, doing documents where we had bi-weekly meetings where I facilitated ideation structures and crafting of sustainable agreements, partnership documentation, I did process mapping, inventory of systems to map production and labor processes and customer service, as well as infrastructure management. I did participant observation with producers and customers as I walked through the process of ordering the system. I did rapid prototyping, providing user feedback on the current system that allowed for gradual evolution towards greater utility, capability, and satisfaction. I also did surveys, and I'm also doing focus groups. But now I'm working with something much different, where a partnership of 2 farms is now a collaborative of many. It is now called Shop Detroit Farms, which is a collaborative network of Detroit growers and producers working to provide food that is environmentally and socially just. We are proud to offer nutritious options for our local community, and the organization uplifts and celebrates Black leadership, Black self-determination, and Black joy. At Shop Detroit Farms, we work together to improve access to nutritionally dense, culturally relevant, and seasonal food for Detroit, by Detroit. So what is food justice? I'm part of a generation of growers and producers that will dismantle some of the trauma that sits in our hearts, that sits in our beliefs around Black people putting their hands in the dirt, believing that work must be organized for the collective benefits of those who do the work and create the products and not the project of the bosses. So who's with me? Who's ready to design the change? Who's ready to be that change? Thank you.
That was amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, great graphic there. Yeah, thank you so much.